Welcome back to Power Ride, the place where we take you deep into the heart of the world's most powerful and fascinating machines. Today, we're diving into a truck that has carried its reputation for toughness for decades, a name whispered with respect in deserts, jungles, mountains, and city streets alike. The 2026 Toyota Hilux. But wait, before you think you know everything about it, trust me, there's something in this review that's going to shock you, and I'm going to reveal its price somewhere in between. You'll want to stick around, because by the time we get there, you might just be reconsidering everything you thought you knew about pickup trucks. For decades, the Hilux has been more than just a vehicle. It's been a symbol of durability, the kind of truck that survives war zones, natural disasters, and the kind of brutal conditions that would leave lesser machines begging for mercy. The 2026 model takes that legendary DNA and injects it with something entirely new. Toyota didn't just update the Hilux, they've reinvented it. This isn't a facelift. This is a transformation. From the moment you see it, you know it's not playing games. The front end is aggressive, almost intimidating, with a bold hexagonal grille framed by ultra-slim LED headlights that look like they could cut through the dark like a blade. The body lines have been sculpted to give a stronger, more aerodynamic presence without losing that muscular stance. The hood sits higher, the fenders flare wider, and the ground clearance screams one thing: go ahead, throw your worst at me. Even the rear has been given a modern twist: sleeker taillights, a reworked tailgate with an embossed Hilux logo, and a stronger rear bumper that's ready to take a beating. But here's the thing, this truck isn't just about looking tough, it's about backing it up in ways that might surprise even longtime Hilux fans. Under the hood, Toyota has thrown in some serious firepower. The standard version comes with a 2.8-liter turbo diesel engine producing a jaw-dropping 224 horsepower and 550 Nm of torque. That's power that will make towing heavy loads feel like a casual Sunday drive. But that's not all. For 2026, Toyota is also introducing a hybrid variant, pairing a 2.4-liter turbocharged petrol engine with an electric motor for a combined output of over 300 horsepower. That's right, a hybrid Hilux. It's not just about fuel savings, it's about instant torque when you need it most, whether you're overtaking on the highway or crawling up a steep rocky trail. Now, here's where Toyota really throws a curveball. The new Hilux's suspension has been completely re-engineered. Up front, there's a new double wishbone setup with adaptive dampers, and at the back, leaf springs have been replaced with a coil spring multi-link system in higher trims. Translation: the ride is smoother than any Hilux before it. It's comfortable on the highway, stable when cornering, and still tough enough to take on deep ruts and unpaved terrain. In short, this isn't just a workhorse, it's now a truck you can drive daily without feeling like you're sacrificing comfort for capability. Off-road, the 2026 Hilux feels like it was born in the wild. Toyota has added an advanced terrain management system with modes for mud, sand, snow, and rock. Engage low-range four-wheel drive, lock the rear differential, and you'll find yourself climbing over obstacles you wouldn't have believed possible. The approach and departure angles have been improved, and the wading depth is now an impressive 800 mm, which means rivers and flood-prone areas are no longer a threat, they're just another challenge to conquer. Inside, and I promise this will be quick because we're not here to dwell on interior fluff, you get a modern, functional cabin with a digital driver display, a large 12-inch infotainment screen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and premium materials in higher trims. The seats are more supportive, visibility is excellent, and there are just enough storage spaces for tools, gadgets, and the odd snack. That's it. Clean, simple, no nonsense. But here's where the first twist comes in. You might think with all these upgrades, the Hilux has gone soft, more city truck than desert beast. But no, Toyota has tested the 2026 Hilux in some of the harshest conditions on the planet. From the sweltering heat of the Australian outback to the freezing altitudes of the Andes, this truck has been pushed until parts cried out for mercy, and then kept going. This isn't marketing hype. Toyota even released footage of the Hilux being driven non-stop for 36 hours through mud, water, rocks, and steep inclines. The result? Not a single mechanical failure. Now, about that price, I know you've been waiting. But before I drop the number, think about what you've heard so far. More power, better suspension, a hybrid option, advanced off-road tech, and a new level of comfort. You'd expect a truck like this to cost a small fortune, right? Well, brace yourself. The starting price for the 2026 Toyota Hilux is expected to be just under $38,000 for the base diesel model, with the hybrid variant starting at around $45,000. Yeah, I'll give you a moment to process that. That's less than some so-called lifestyle trucks that can't even survive a weekend in the wilderness. And yet, you're getting one of the toughest, most advanced pickups ever built. Of course, if you go all out and tick every box, the high-output engine, leather interior, premium audio, winch, snorkel, roof rack, and the works, you could be looking at over $60,000. But here's the thing, even fully loaded, the Hilux still delivers unmatched value for what it offers. On the road, the 2026 Hilux feels planted and composed. That extra torque means overtaking is effortless, and the cabin is impressively quiet thanks to improved insulation. Wind and road noise are minimal, making long journeys far more pleasant than in older models. The steering feels more precise, and the new suspension really shines when you hit a rough patch. It soaks up bumps without sending shocks through the cabin. Safety hasn't been ignored either. Toyota has equipped the Hilux with the latest Toyota Safety Sense suite, which includes adaptive cruise control, lane departure alert, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, automatic emergency braking, and a 360-degree camera system that's a lifesaver both in parking lots and on tight trails. One thing that really stands out is the attention to detail in making the Hilux more adaptable to different markets and lifestyles. Toyota knows that in some countries, the Hilux is a family vehicle. In others, it's a farmer's lifeline. In some, it's a fleet workhorse. So they've designed it to be all three without compromising on any role. You can spec it as a bare-bones work truck with vinyl seats and a hosed-down interior, or as a luxury off-road tourer with all the tech and comfort you'd expect from a high-end SUV. Fuel efficiency, especially in the hybrid version, is another unexpected bonus. Toyota claims the hybrid Hilux can achieve up to 30% better fuel economy compared to the diesel, which is huge for anyone doing long-distance drives or hauling loads regularly. And with its larger fuel tank, you're looking at an impressive range, potentially over 1,000 kilometers on a single tank for the diesel models. But here's a little reality check. The Hilux's popularity is a double-edged sword. In many regions, demand is already outstripping supply, and waiting lists are starting to form. If you're thinking of getting one, you might want to make your move sooner rather than later, because the first batches are likely to sell out fast. So, after everything we've covered, the power, the toughness, the surprising comfort, the hybrid twist, and that not-so-scary price, the 2026 Toyota Hilux stands as one of the most well-rounded and capable pickups in the world. It's not just built to survive, it's built to lead, to outlast, and to deliver in every situation you can imagine. And if you've made it this far into the video, I have to ask, what's your verdict? Would you take the new Hilux over a Ford Ranger, a Nissan Navara, or even the mighty Ford F-150? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this is going to be one hot debate. That's all for today's review of the 2026 Toyota Hilux. If you enjoyed this breakdown and you want more deep dives into the most exciting rides on the planet, make sure to hit that subscribe button to join the Power Ride family, where the engine's always running and the road never ends.